welcome to Real Talk with Z. I know it's been a minute since I've given you all a topic in a video even, but I am back, and today I have a special guest. Special guest happens to be my little brother, but not just any little brother. He is actually going to be talking about ways to survive middle school, tips for studying, and also the things he's looking forward to about high school, because he will be a high school freshman. And without further ado, Marquise Harris.
My name is Marquise. I'm 14 years old. I like playing basketball and I like football as well.
So Marquise, what advice would you give to those about to either start middle school or even begin the 8th grade?
I would say definitely have good study habits. I learned that in the last quarter of 8th grade. It really comes in handy, and I really should have started that right when I got into middle school, but having good study habits definitely helps you in the future, and I think it will continue to help you as you're going into high school. Stay organized. I'm not the most organized person, but I've learned when you're more organized, especially with your locker, transition from different classes, it's easier to find stuff and you can just go on throughout your day and not have to be late to any classes. If it's maybe math, I'd suggest studying maybe specific formulas that you're supposed to know. If it's for maybe your English classes, maybe specific words or different ways to remember the words. And if it's a history class, I would say try to make flashcards and remember dates and different people who made certain impacts in history, and that'll kind of get you going with tests and quizzes.
Alright, so the next question is, what will you always remember that you learned while you were in middle school that you believe that you can keep in your mind for 9th grade or for high school in general?
Just studying. I know I said that in the first question, but studying is really important in middle school, especially in 8th grade, because your end of grade tests are going to reflect how you actually did throughout the middle school year, and the high schools get your end of grade tests when you're in 8th grade. So definitely knowing what you're studying and being able to apply that to 8th grade and going into high school, that would definitely help you in future exams and different tests that you take in high school.
What will you miss most about middle school, and what are you looking forward to most about high school?
What I miss most about middle school is probably band class, because I play the alto saxophone, if you don't already know that. I think it's a really fun instrument to play, and just the people you being around with, they all have that love for music that you have. What I'm looking forward to most of high school is probably getting to know the upperclassmen, because I think they can give good advice. I mean, I know freshmen kind of get a bad rap in that they always maybe in the way of the hallways or stuff like that, but I feel like they could give good advice and they can just give different perspectives that we wouldn't have.
So you say you're looking forward to maybe having people older than you sharing what they've learned?
Yeah. The most fun thing about middle school is probably just, I guess, per se, the freedom, because when you're in elementary school, you always have to go in a line with certain people. You have to do things a certain way, and you kind of have your own number. You're kind of not your own, I guess, individual person. But with middle school, you get to go to classes and you get to walk around with your friends, and you don't have to be quiet all the time. You still get to do what you want. So I think that's probably the best part of being in middle school, just having a little bit more freedom and being able to do what you want, and also trying out for sports is something you don't get to do in elementary school. So I think that's also a really cool thing in middle school.
So Marquise, one of the reasons why I have you on the show today is because you're not going to smile as I'm at just saying random things. Okay. This is going to be
Sorry, I can't.
Are we going to be able to get through this?